Hello everyone, my name is Joe Garbett and I am a dance artist currently based in the Southwest. I choreograph, teach and perform across the globe. I love to choreograph and create mini worlds and plonk them in everyday spaces so anyone and everyone can come together to play, socialise and enjoy colourful, quirky, fun art. I push myself to make experimental dance accessible so anyone and everyone can get their hands on new exciting experiences. I absolutely love creating work for the outdoors, as you can flip an everyday public space on its head and give passers-by the opportunity to stop, relax and enjoy something totally new. I use my art as a reminder to people how important it is to keep public spaces fun, sociable, safe and just for all, especially in ever-changing urban landscapes. I am currently in lockdown in sunny Somerset, where I grew up, and Joe Garbett Dance is me plus all the collaborators that come together to make the work. So each project I work with different dancers, so each project's like a different dance family, which makes them really unique and special to work on. I have collaborated with many dancers and I know that everyone is really eager to get outdoors and colour the streets with hyper moves and funky shapes. Getting down to digital, which means I'm bending and reshaping my projects so they can still be participatory from afar. Wish me luck. I'm currently developing free works, which I hope to bring to you all very soon. Lockdown has given me a lot of time to sunbathe and think, so I've come up with even more fabulous ideas for the future. You can find me online at Joe Garbett Dance on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. You can also check out my website, which is joegarbett.yolasite.com. When we're allowed back on the road, I envision people will be so excited to be together and I just can't wait to be part of that euphoria of enjoying, playing and just appreciating the ability to experience things together. I think it's going to be a really special time and I hope the British public go wild and let their inhibitions free, and we'll have cues for audience participation and it's just going to be absolute bliss. Grass, laughs and flasks? Yes, one comes straight to mind. So one of the dancers hadn't done welly throwing, so between two shows we went straight to welly throwing and she had such a strong underarm which looked like it was going to be amazing, and then she didn't let go until she went back over her head, which meant the welly went flying backwards past people's heads, past people's picnics and just landed on the floor. It was hilarious. One was High Hurstwood because the weather, audience and just event was really lovely, but finally our performance didn't clash with a dog show, so it meant we all rushed over in our break to watch the dog show and have front row seats while we had our lunch. Second one is Ashford because just about to start the performance and a queue of school children were lining up to take a seat around Double's table as they saw a poster advertising it and they thought they'd bring the school kids out of school to watch a performance, and it was just such a great experience of everyone just being so elated and excited and running around and exactly what it should be. I've learnt to use this fidgety brain and distracted concentration to my advantage, as when my thinking goes somewhere else in everyday tasks, it's as if I have this fun filter that switches and makes reality turn into this hyper colourful party. Take my ping pong dance performance Doubles, for example. I used to play and walk past a ping pong table every day, and I started to see it as a climbing frame and then a set for a performance and then characters in costumes and then music and movement into a whole film scene plays in my head. Then I rush back home and write it all down in my book. And what's really important to me is that viewers feel like they're part of the fun whenever they join the show. So I really concentrate on the experience rather than the narrative. I have an ever-growing long list of new dance shows. However, the longest part of their development is coming back to the idea and realising they're not as great as they are when you first wrote it down. When they are great, you can hop straight to testing the ideas in the studio and then confidently showing it in the public. However, if it's not as you remembered, it's about taking the best bits from that idea and reforming it until it feels right to take it on. Yes, the biggest thing I've learned as a choreographer is that collaboration is key. I've worked with so many amazing dance artists to create amazing movement material, set and costume designers that have turned shows into mini new worlds, mentors, videographers, producers, van drivers who are all key to the performance's success. So, yes. I try and show my work to an audience as soon as I can. The latest work I made on day 4, we did an open sharing, as it's so easy to get caught in a bubble and forget that the outdoor dance you're making is for anyone and everyone. So it's really, 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 really important to gain feedback and gauge reactions so you can go in the studio and adjust things or emphasize things that felt really right. If you can't get an audience, just start dancing in the street, but make sure you have public liability insurance before you do. I love when an idea is up and running and movements, costumes and sounds start to slot together and the personality of the new show is really becoming super clear to everyone involved. I also love sitting back and watching the dance artists I work with really own a space in the performance. That's something that's really special to enjoy, until I get involved too much and laugh too hard and knock the sound system stopping the music. That happened. I am a self-producing artist, which is great as I have an overview over the whole project and I love organisation. However, it does sometimes cut my brain into 16 ways, and that's when Mr. Anxiety creeps in and says stuff like, the train's gonna be late, or at 6 p.m. when you perform it's gonna be a 20% chance of rain, or the costumes are not gonna dry in time. Really silly things, but the train does arrive on time, it doesn't rain, and the costumes are dry as a bone. I've found myself chasing ping pong balls around car parks in the middle of nowhere, but the unpredictable and sometimes stressful nature of touring and creating a new work is so definitely worth it.